Now that you have selected your animal that you want to see saved, it's time to do a little research and complete the proposal for this short essay coming up. Let's go over the proposal together. Remember that the important thing about the proposal is that it must be submitted before your essay is turned in. Without a proposal, your essay will not be able to be graded. The proposal helps organize your thoughts and is a wonderful part of the process. Students generally enjoy doing the proposal. This is a Word document, so I've given you a template to follow. So you're going to complete the proposal template that I've shown, save it as a PDF, and you'll submit it here. This is the template. You'll copy this and you'll paste it onto your own Word document, and then you will fill in the information. Let me show you an example. You can see that I took out those words and added the content where the words had been. Here you will write out your subject, and this can be your working title for your essay. Here, simply state which animal you have locked in the discussion board. Next, remember that the tone of this essay is positive. So we want only images included in the essay that are positive. This is a positive image because first the background is green, which is one of the colors of action, and it's the color of money. And ultimately we want the reader to be inspired to give money to this particular rescue effort. And it's compelling because it's the mother protecting her child, which is what you want to appeal to the emotions of the reader with a hopeful image. You'll take this one out and you'll add the image that you have selected for your animal. Next, you will list some facts about your animal. Those will be facts about where your animal lives, what the population of your animal is. Perhaps you insert a graph or something like that, and that graph would be included with the problem. So if you want to, because you're not going to show any images of the animal being mistreated, this is a good place, state the problem, to insert a graph that shows how the population of the animal has decreased. That way, you still acknowledge the problem. You add an element of authenticity by including a graph, a simple graph that indicates the problem with the extinction potential for this animal, and you avoid putting any images in your essay that will dissuade the reader. Now you're saying if something doesn't happen, what will happen in the fate of this animal? When and by when? What's going to happen and when is it likely to happen? And there's where you will definitely need a scientific citation to prove that theory that if something doesn't happen by this or that date, this animal will become extinct. Now, the three organizations that you have located that propose help for this animal, you're going to simply list them here. So let me show you what it'll look like. Okay, as you know, I'm just showing a potential one for ducks, and I have just, these are made up, but this would be the list of the three organizations that I'm planning to research. Now, of these three organizations, which one did you contact by phone? Here's something that we know to be true. The World Wildlife Federation is never going to answer a phone. They're going to say, visit our website, and that's discouraging. Some of the other resources that you find may also say, visit our website. Some organizations will definitely answer the phone. For the most part, if a zoo program is working on saving an endangered species, they will answer the phone. If you are contacting a remote location where people are helping the animals, they will answer the phone. even if you call a professor at a school, at a university, they will very likely answer the phone. People who are excited about that, whatever they're doing, will answer the phone. But we don't want to waste our time with people who are not going to answer the phone. So one of these you'll want to contact somehow. If you absolutely cannot get them on the phone, then you will have to resort to a YouTube interview conducted with them. But in this proposal, you would need to prove that you could not reach anybody from these three organizations on the phone. Keep in mind, one time I had a student who was researching grizzly bears, and the student said, gosh, I can't get anybody to talk to me on the phone. And I said, well, give me your phone. And in 2 seconds, I had somebody on the phone. So you got to sometimes think outside the box as to who might answer the phone and talk to you about that particular animal. If you simply can't, you'll need to explain that right here. If you can, we're all going to be excited, and you're going to write here the organization that you were able to contact by phone to ask them a few questions about what they plan to do to save this animal. Next, we have what facts have you learned about the legitimacy of each organization? Perhaps your studies show that one of these is a scam. Now, based on your research, which organization is most likely to help this animal? And you will simply say that you, because of your research, because of talking to these people, because of finding out the legitimacy of the program, you think this or that program is the most likely to help save that animal. Now, what is your final image of people helping? Remember, your final image will maintain that hopeful tone that you've established throughout your essay. And that will be a picture. This is good because, again, it's green. Next, we have human hands. So a human being is helping this animal. And if a human being can help this animal, then maybe you can also, or you're inspiring your reader. Next is your working bibliography. Using EasyBib, show at least 2 citations. In the course, you will find tutorials on EasyBib. Let's look at those together. That EasyBib tutorial can be found by going to the modules, to that very first Start Here module, and scrolling down to the page for EasyBib. You'll find a tutorial there that'll take you on step-by-step instructions on how to use this incredibly easy app. When you have completed that, you will go back up to the top of your document, outside of your name, and you will highlight everything, including your EasyBib. You will go right up here to review, and there you will find your word count. You will take those words and place them at the top of your document, right there. Next, you will save this. You'll check it through, make sure that you proofread everything. Then you will save this as a PDF. You're going to save it as a PDF. When your PDF appears, you will save it to your desktop. Then you will return to the Submit Here tab and submit the proposal. You'll be able to use this proposal as you complete the step-by-step instructions for the actual essay. This is a short essay, but very important, and I think it's an enjoyable one. That concludes this tutorial.